So the security side, I mean, any particular issues, any particular advice?
About issues, I think everybody's always looking at the security of the organisation, and whether that's on the cyber side. For us, the challenge is always going to be on the safeguarding side of security.
Exactly, yes, because these are disadvantaged, vulnerable people.
Yeah.
I know from my days on the child index that this is a difficult area.
Yeah. So we're very interested in the safeguarding side of things.
That's so important, isn't it?
It is. I mean, for this online communication that is so important for where we're going with the trust. We're running these behavioural management tools, profiling through the conversations, looking for those words and phrases that we can then lift that conversation to a second pair of eyes. And those words aren't bad words. We don't want to stop the conversation. If it's about abuse or knives or gangs, whatever, that may be a very good conversation. But when that happens, we need to lift it to a second pair of eyes to make sure that it's a healthy conversation. And we're talking at the moment with people about machine learning and artificial intelligence, and there are reasons why people want to get into that technology. For me, that is really exciting, because what that's going to do for me is I can look for patterns in those conversations that may prevent a young person. They may not say the words they're going to commit suicide, but if we can actually spot the pattern of those conversations with machine learning, then we can actually head some of those difficult things.
It's fairly innovative. Have you started that work?
Yeah, we've started working on that, and we're working with a couple of suppliers. And with that, L'Oreal, for example, are one of the suppliers working with us on that.
That's interesting. Yes. Yeah. And how far are you down the road with that?
Well, we've got the first part, the behavioural management piece. That's live and operational. So we're already picking up starting to pick up those patterns. Moving that to second pair of eyes. We have to do that anyway. What we do need to do, though, is to look at how we accelerate that sort of learning when we start to hit volume. Because when we start to hit 50,000 young people, we need to be on top of this without human people actually sitting there.
So are there any other examples that you can look at and get some help from them?
Yes, we're talking to a number of other charity organisations in the same sort of area. I think they're all looking at the same sort of challenge, and how do they scale at volume. I think we're looking at it in terms of the artificial intelligence. That is something we're probably pushing a little bit faster than some others, I suspect.